you guys? Welcome back to Mindset. Today we are going to talk about your inner voice and what that means and what it speaks to you and the trials and the tribulations that come from it and the good things that come from it, and speaking from your heart and speaking from your gut instinct. So with that being said, guys, let's jump right into it. So your inner voice is what drives you, right? It tells you the things that are right, it tells you the things that are wrong, it tells you what to go for, what to stop yourself from. It can hold you back, it can push you forward. It doesn't really matter. What matters is whether or not you listen to your voice at the right time. In episode 4, I talked about self-awareness, where I talked about listening to your heart and who you truly are and finding that. I really hope you guys got to take up that challenge and got to know yourselves and got to utilize that self-awareness in your own life to change your mindset. Your inner voice is your gut instinct. Your inner voice has two different parts to it. It has the part that's right and the part that's wrong. If you listen to the part that's right, normally it tells you to go after the moral things, the things your heart truly desires, and the things that your mind wants, and the things that you should be doing. But the wrong side is the part that causes depression, causes anxiety, causes you to overthink, it causes you to not go after things that you want, it causes you to be fearful. And sometimes those things clash together and it creates anxiety. It creates self-doubt, it creates those fears, it creates the what ifs and the worrying about other people's opinions. That's what happens when the good part of your inner voice and the bad part of your inner voice collide. Personally, I struggle with anxiety and depression. And a main part of that comes with the self-doubt and worrying about what others think. Being able to go out and vlog in front of people, or quitting my job to do full-time graphics and have to tell my family that I quit my job to be able to follow something I wanted was terrifying to me. Going out and chasing my dreams, even though people say that you shouldn't do this, or people are critical of it, or people have their own opinions, their own self-entitled opinions of what you're doing, and especially when it's people that you respect and look up to, when they have to put you down for it, that is things that I struggle with when it comes to the self-doubt and the anxiety and depression, because sometimes your inner voice makes you think that they're right. But again, that's the part of the inner voice that you can't listen to. The part of the inner voice that you're supposed to listen to is the part that tells you what you are supposed to do with your life. To go out and chase your dreams, as we always talk about, to go out and do what you love, to do what you're passionate about, to be friends with the people who support you and encourage you and motivate you, and to cut the negativity out. That's the part of your inner voice that you should be listening to and utilizing the most. So when it comes down to it, you're going to ask, well, how can I differentiate the two? When your inner voice tells you that you're worthless, when your inner voice says, well, what will this person think if I make this decision or this choice? But then there's the second side of it, the second thoughts that come right behind it that says, well, actually, maybe I can. I know I can, but all of these circumstances say that I can't. So the difference between the two is negative, positive. And I've said it a bunch of times, when you put in the negativity and you take it in, that's what you're going to get out of it. When you take in the positivity and you take in the good vibes and all the good things, that's what you're going to get out of it. The difference between the good inner voice and the bad inner voice is just that. The negativity is the things that you need to keep out and push away and not listen to. And then the good things are the things that you need to go after, and that's the positivity, because that is going to be the best thing for your life, because that is the true you. That is the self-awareness coming out, knowing who you are and knowing what you want in your life, and that's the good thing coming out of it. So with that being said, you guys, you do have the positivity and the negativity in the inner voice. You have the angels and the demons. You know, they always say that you have one sitting on one shoulder, one sitting on the other, whispering things in both ears. You have to dictate which one you're going to listen to, and you have to listen to the positive side. You have to let that positivity in so you can give that positivity out and kick that negativity off your shoulder. So guys, I have a special guest here with me today who's also dealt with the same things. He has his own mindset and opinions on it. I want you guys to hear from him because he also has to say something.
What's going on, guys? I'm Ian Oliver from Say Something Productions, and I just want to touch base a little bit on what Cody said as well. I myself suffer from anxiety and depression, and actually being in front of the camera right now talking to you gives me anxiety, but I just wanted to let you know that you're not alone And a lot of the times when we suffer from anxiety and depression, we like to push people aside, and we like to think that we're stuck or we're trapped, and we have nobody surrounding us, and nobody cares, nobody loves us, because they just don't feel the same way we do. They just don't feel how we feel, and most of the time it just doesn't seem real to them, as real as it is to us up here, because a lot of the times it's really fucking real, and it's hard to elaborate exactly how that feels. So I just wanted to let you know that you need to speak out, you need to say something, when you're feeling down, you're feeling alone, because you're not alone. I'm here, Cody's here, you can always reach out to us. So don't be afraid to reach out to Cody and I, and just be heard, man, be heard and say something. That's my slogan, and that's what we're about. We're about surrounding ourselves with positivity and trying to just release this negativity that holds us down every day, and just letting go and being free. So I just want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to find bliss in everything that you do and surround yourself. Feel blessed, because breathing is a blessing. I know it's hard sometimes when we're up in our heads. So reach out, be heard, say something. Try to find value in just being here. So say something.
So guys, like he said, our DMs are always open. We check the requests. We check the DMs on a daily basis. We check our emails. We are on every single social media platform. I'm going to drop all of my links down below, as they always are. I'm going to drop his links down below for his Facebook, Instagram. And send us a DM anytime. Any time of the day, we will get back with you, because he's not afraid to help somebody who's depressed, because we know how that feels. And like he said, when you're depressed and you're anxious, you don't have the words to describe that. You really don't. Coming from both of us struggling with that anxiety and depression, we understand. We may not understand your exact circumstances, or may not understand exactly what you're going through.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, the idea of depression and anxiety is we understand it. We can relate to you on what you're going through. So please don't be afraid to say something. You can DM us any time of day. I don't ever sleep. Nope. You can ask him. I'm up all the time. Like I said, because I'm always reaching out to people. I'm always making sure people are okay. And I want you guys to feel comfortable enough to message us anytime you want. And if you don't want to talk to us because you don't know us, find somebody who's in your corner. Find somebody who does support you and then cares about you. And maybe they don't understand, so you have to be patient with them. But reach out to somebody you know. And if you don't have anybody and you feel totally alone, like he said, you are not alone. You have people to talk to.
Biggest thing to me, just signing off here, is you don't have to just talk to us. You can go out and do things like meditate, listen to podcasts that are positivity, just in your ear. Surround yourself with people that are positive, and I swear to you, life will get better. You have to be patient. I know it's hard and it's heavy, and just standing in front of this camera kind of gives me the jitters, and I'm just I don't know what to say. So here I am bearing it. I have anxiety. He has anxiety. There'll be numbers for hotlines down here also, his stuff, my stuff. So just try to find some bliss and hang on, because tomorrow's a new day, so start fresh.
So guys, with that, just remember that no matter what the world has to say, tomorrow is a brand new day.
The choice is yours. Go out and be more.
Peace.